496 words about Capybara Spa. Published on my website, accordionsprout.com, 1st of August, 2024. It's a video game about capybaras. How can you beat that? By making the video game about giving capybaras spa days. That's how. Capybara Spa is the sort of video game that I see on Steam and think to myself, there are still geniuses in this world who understand the importance of good vibes in video game design. Though I spend most of my time playing action, adventure, and shooter video games, I understand the importance of games that rely on point-and-click interfaces for the purpose of just letting the player relax and build things. To wit, there is no plot to the game Capybara Spa, or at least not a complex one. The player is given a plot of land with 3 levels of hills. These hills are covered with tree trunks, mushroom patches, and stray grass. On the ground are small flowers and rocks that need to be removed so that the player can earn in-game currency to spend on clearing the various debris on the other levels. Once I've acquired enough coins and cleared a space, I can build my first tub, and then I wait. It doesn't take long for the first capybara to appear. The capybaras can't climb into the tubs, so I have to pick them up. And if that sounds adorable, it's because it is. Once in the tub, thought bubbles with hearts appear above their heads and they form a smile. If the player doesn't die of cuteness immediately, they'll eventually see a carrot, a strawberry, and/or a blueberry form above the capybara's head. The game explains I also have to feed the capybaras, and who's not going to do that? Once a capybara has been fed, it will relax in the tub for a while longer until it indicates with a green check mark that it's ready to leave. And by now, other capybaras have begun to appear, stained with mud and ready for a soak. I can click and drop the capybara on the ground, or I can simply drop him from the hill, at which point a small parachute appears and floats the animal down to the ground. Somehow, this isn't the cutest element of the game, because eventually baby capybaras appear. I repeat, baby capybaras. Every capybara that visits my spa will grant me more coins, and that allows me to expand my operation to get more tubs, more produce, butterflies that bring capybaras food, and I can expand my tubs to allow adults and babies to take baths. It's, simply put, the sweetest damn thing. Capybara Spa is absurdly cute, and a reminder that a video game succeeds when it accomplishes its aesthetic goal. Using just a point-and-click interface design, the game provides players with a building mechanic dressed in an adorable aesthetic. It's not complex because it doesn't need to be. Playing this game is a gentle vibe that inspires joy. And, again, it has capybaras. Capybaras rule, and they always show up to the after party. Joshua Jammer Smith, 1st of August, 2024. Howdy, I'm Jammer. So, first off, thank you so much for listening. I tremendously appreciate it. I'm going to say that every single time, and I'm going to probably say that sentence every single time. But wherever you are, whoever you are, you took some time out of your day to listen to me, and I just think that's awesome. Truly. I really appreciate it. Now for the boring stuff. As always, this is YouTube, so please like, share, subscribe, all them words, because it does help the channel. It helps me get closer to whatever the YouTube algorithm is these days, but then also, too, it just helps me know that people are actually watching these videos, that maybe they're enjoying them. Hopefully they're enjoying them. I say that and clarify that. And that, in turn, inspires me to keep going, to keep trying and keep making this stuff. And, you know, at the end of the day, I need something to keep me going, and it's a little thing you can do, and I appreciate it. Likewise, if you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy my writing, if you enjoy my visual art, what have you, there is a link in the description section below for my Patreon. It's just patreon.com/jammerdraws, and there is one tier. That's it. It's $1 a month. And the reason I do that is because I don't do what some people do, where it's like, if you subscribe to the $5, you get background clips. And if you subscribe to the $20, you get a sheet of stickers and an exclusive video thanks from me and all that stuff. I'm not capable of doing that, y'all. I gotta be real. I am an introverted nerd. It's honestly incredible that I'm doing it this much. So I treat it the way a street musician or a street performer does. If you like the show, or in this case, if you like the videos, please throw me $1, throw me $12 over the course of a year, or do a one-time donation. Whatever you've got in your pocket that you don't mind parting with, I would be immensely appreciative. All right. Now that all that boring mess is out of the way, let's talk about Capybara Spa, because, like, this game exists. Seriously, ever since I built my PC and installed Steam, it's been a joy just looking through the site and just seeing what games exist. It's like going to a bookstore or going to a video store and seeing, well, honestly, these days, bookstores and video stores are more or less the same thing, and honestly, there's video games in those stores too. So, point is, it's like going to a place that sells media and just looking through the titles, looking at the covers, seeing what games are out there, what could possibly be played, what exists, what doesn't exist, and then sometimes, of course, because it's Steam, going, wait, that exists? You're kidding me. I didn't have that reaction with Capybara Spa. Honestly, I looked at that and went, oh, that looks cute. And then I watched the video trailer for it, and I'm like, that looks really cute. And then I saw a baby capybara and went, okay, yeah, I got it. I have to buy this. This is cute. And like I noted in this essay, this is very much a game that's not about getting somewhere. This is the game you play because you've had a long day at work, you just need some way to decompress, and so you turn on your computer and you watch a bunch of simulated capybaras take baths, you feed them carrots and strawberries, you make butterflies and flower gardens and stuff. It's redonkulously adorable. That's its point. That's the entire point of this game, is to just inspire a nice little joy of being in this space. But I didn't emphasize this in the essay as much as I wanted to, but what's really interesting to me is the way that this is ultimately business management simulator as well as a building simulator. Growing up, I played the PC game Pharaoh, which I've actually done a video on this channel before, and I've actually written at least 2 essays. Yeah, I think it is 2 essays about that particular video game. Hold on a second, my cat is being a butt. Get out of here, get out of here. Sorry about that. Anyway, both of those games are ultimately building simulators in the fact that they give a player control over a particular space and resources, and then structures that they can use to then design a game. Wow, my cat is just being... Sorry about that. Anyway, my cat was being a butt. He's a cat. Shocker. Business management simulators and building simulators are about acquiring resources and then using those resources in strategic ways in order to build some sort of structure over time. In the case of Capybara Spa, you are given a set amount of resources at the start and then opportunity to acquire more resources in order to just build a spa. I recognize some purists out there may object to the notion that, like, Capybara Spa and a game like Rome Total War or Pharaoh sort of fall into the same category, but they do. Again, it's about using a point-and-click interface for the purpose of building something and controlling the various NPCs, non-playable characters, that exist within this world. Games like this are about analyzing one's resources and determining what can be constructed, what can be built, what is possible. And games like that, in my opinion, are really fascinating because they really help establish a precedent of helping players understand, what do I have, what can I do, and how do I move forward from there. It is not necessarily a sort of capitalism training software, because that makes it sound far colder than what it actually is. It's, again, a game that's designed to understand one's ability to impact reality, even on the most superficial level. But also capybaras. And not just capybaras. It's important to note, you get regular capybaras and baby capybaras, but then after a while, ducks will appear. So you'll have a capybara taking a bath with ducks. You'll have a grown adult capybara taking a bath with little baby capybaras. And then there's even pale albino capybaras that will stumble in, and you get trophies and awards for giving them baths. It's just ridiculously adorable, and I have no shame to admit I've killed at least an hour or more playing this game. Why did I dedicate 496 words about it? Capybaras. I mean, like, do I really need to repeat it at this point? but also because in terms of video game design, there are wonderful action-adventure games that tell incredibly complex narratives. There are shooter games that leave players with a tremendous sense of agency and actions. And then there are games that are about vibes. And games like that can be easily dismissed because they don't have a narrative arc or because they don't rely on complex systems of shooter mechanics. But again, video games are like any work of media. They are a wide variety of options for expression and interaction. And in this sense, Capybara Spa provides an experience that I haven't encountered very frequently. It's a game about fun vibes with arguably the cutest dang animal NPCs I've ever seen in just about any video game. But at that point, I think I'm hitting my time limit. So let me just say again, as always, thank you so much for listening. I tremendously appreciate it. Go play some video games.